At this point, if you guys have been paying attention, you can really start to see a pattern that's being used in games that are not real at all, at least through their reveal Twitters or gameplay Twitters. I made a video on this subject more than a year ago, and it was about the gaming company called Playway, which is a publisher that is sharing game Twitters that are not real on their channel. This was pretty much proven to be a way to attract people and create hype for non-existing games to see if people are interested or not. They will, for example, share a game Twitter on a really random subject like Modern Pirates, Riot Control, Ninja Simulator, and so on, and if the Twitter gains enough views and attention and people are actually interested, only then will they start working on the game. Well, it turns out Playway is very much still active and continuing this strategy, only on bigger YouTube channels like IGN, which is not really great news because it's not real at all, and if they start working on a game, it'll take years for it to release. It is a bit misleading, isn't it? That is exactly what I'm gonna talk about today with this new game called Primitive that is gaining a lot of attention, and others just like it too. I know I'm being pointed at a lot for covering games that doesn't seem real or that will never come out like so many people are saying, but please note that every single game that I cover on the channel are actually playable or 100% real or something that will release. If they're not real or there's something really sketchy about it, I will make a new video to talk about it right away and let you guys know. What some people don't seem to understand is that indie games are being made by very small indie teams and sometimes a single developer, so of course a game like this will take time to release. But what we're gonna talk about today is a completely different type of game, one that you should be extremely careful of because it's not an actual real game, at least for now. This is the new game Primitive running on Unreal Engine 5, but I'm not only gonna talk about this one because there are so many others out there that people are excited for which are not real as well. The fact is this new reveal attracted a lot of people and it excited them, of course, because the idea of an open world survival action game taking place during the Stone Age is kind of unique and offers a lot of opportunities for players, but it is unfortunately not what we think it is. It's not an actual real thriller, and some of you might have noticed by now, but we're gonna get into that. What I still can't get my mind off though is the fact that IGN and other big gaming journalists have shared this trailer and so many other trailers of fake games or sketchy games like the day before, for example. Numerous times did plenty of YouTubers made videos to warn people of these games, but never IGN, because we know they're kind of only here for the views. Primitive is one of the games that is gaining attention recently and is literally using the exact same environment assets that are on the Unreal Engine store. If you take a look at the trailer, these environment assets are pretty much all that you can see. There's no depth to the game, no actual gameplay, beside the main character throwing spears at random animals in a bland environment. The animations are ugly, the ragdolls are so out of place, and it just feels like some weird forgotten PS3 game. The premise sounds super cool, it really does, and would make for a pretty ambitious game, but there's nothing here. This trend at revealing non-existing games really needs to die off because it's creating expectations that will not be met, and if they've been met, well, you'll need to wait several years before the game releases. Though some YouTubers have also called out Playway and other gaming publishers in the past 2 years or so, and we've seen a major decline in the releases of fake game Twitters. They're still here, but it's lowering in numbers. Also because people can now see that they're fake. We're so used to having excitement over a Twitter only to be deceived with the final product. So I feel that now we're a lot more careful with games, which is a really good thing. I would love to talk about a certain game that was really overhyped and turned out to be misleading and abandoned. Like the video if you would like to see that, and of course subscribe to stay tuned.